What is up, Mako Madness fans? This is Dan. We are here at the Universal Orlando Resort. It has been almost 2 weeks since I've been here, so there's got to be a lot of stuff going on inside the park, so let's check it all out. Alright, so we're over here at Rocket for our first stop of the day, and the work walls are still here, as we can see, right there, and extending all the way down over there. They haven't taken them down, but they are progressing on what is behind there, so we'll at least keep reporting on it, as long as the work walls are still here. But let's move on to Jimmy Fallon. And Jimmy Fallon, as we can see over here, has some new stuff going on. A lot of equipment is up on the very top of the building right there. I don't know if it's HVAC equipment like air conditionings or something, but there are a bunch of them up there. And then check out all of that steel structure that's gone up just in the last 2 weeks. Let's go get a closer view. Alrighty, so we have a much closer view now of all the construction and the new steel work right there. We have some guys up in a lift right now. Looks like they're going to be installing some new stuff. But I'd expect the covering to go on here hopefully pretty soon. I know I said in the last video that it was going to be pretty soon, but again, I'm going to say pretty soon again. And I'm not going to be riding Rocket to see what's going on back there. I prefer to keep my spine in place. But let's walk around and see what else we can see. A lot of plumbing is starting to go in now, as we can see some of the PVC pipes right there. And some right here as well. One of the better things to note is as we look through the building, they have a lot more structure that's in place right there. It's looking good. No, that's not loud or anything. And another good thing to see, a lot of conduit lines for electrical are starting to go in. And you gotta have that in place before you do any sort of major building. So it's good to see the electrical starting to go in. Come on, buddy. Let me see those blueprints just for a quick second. Just show them right here. Come on. No, don't roll them up. Don't roll them up. Aww. Dang it. Well, that means you guys are just going to have to keep watching our videos for updates. But we do have these guys over here doing steel work. There's a lot of them, actually. Working on conduit lines, iron work, stuff like that. Front entry is just about the same. Nothing's changed. But we're going to move around to the back side, see if we can see what's different over there. Now that we're on the back side of the building, we can get a good look at all of the new support structure going in right here. We have a guy up on a lift right there, also putting some in right now. And then over here, we can see even more right up there at the top. And some workers up on the top of the roof as well, working on a new form of the structure here. A lot of conduit, again, a lot of electrical going in. This guy over here is checking out something on the lift. But that's going to do it for Jimmy Fallon. Let's go check out what's going on with Fast and Furious Supercharged. Alright, so let's take a look at Fast and Furious. And we have, what is this? Is that a crane?
Look, we got a crane. We got a crane over here.
Man, nobody cares.
I kind of feel the same way. But anyway, we do have a crane on site. Finally, and we have some backhoe and construction equipment over here removing more dirt. But again, big news this week, we finally have a crane. Yay! You know, I would like to say that we have some breaking news when it comes to the plants and ladders, but unfortunately we do not. We still have the same arrangement here. But I will say this, the tank that used to be in here for disaster has been removed, but that's pretty much it for the front entrance to Fast and Furious. Well, before we head over to the other park, I wanted to check out the freestyle area, and yes, you heard me say that right. It sounds like this is going to be a freestyle area where they're going to have quite a few of the kiosks and a full cashier station and everything else like that, or at least that's what's rumored right now. And we're going to head over to Islands of Adventure and see what's going on with Hulk and Kong now. If you guys remember a couple weeks ago, we had a really kind of wonky pathway that was over here that went this direction. Well, good news is the pathway is reopened and we can now walk this way. So this is all new pathway leading directly out to the exit. We do have work walls still on this side and still on that side. So they are doing something, but at least we have direct access to the exit now. All right, so we are over here at the Toothsome Chocolate Factory. Excuse me, the Chocolate Emporium. Apparently they had a name change, and I don't know why, couldn't tell you why. But as we can see down over here, they have new signage for it as well, right there. And right here, there's a lot of steel work that's up since the last couple weeks. We do have a crane on site as well. But everything is looking really, really good over here, guys. And of course, up at the very top over here, some new steel work. Well, let's walk around over here also and check this out. So that right there, as you can see, Toothsome Chocolate Emporium. I don't know. I think I like the other name better, but hey, whatever works for them. All right, so we're getting another look here at some of the action going on for Toothsome. And again, they changed out the vinyl right here on this one. So there is a giant vinyl sign now. Everything else is just about the same as far as the gears and all that jazz. And over here on the side, we do have some new areas where they've put some cover on for the outside of the building. And that, there are some changes here and there, but nothing too drastic. We'll walk around the corner and see if we can see a different view real quick. And voila. So there we have it. That new outside portion of the building is starting to get some of the structural steel up. So it's probably going to have a cover pretty soon. But that is going to do it for the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium. Let's go check out what's going on with our big boy Hulk. Oh yeah, so we're getting our first view of the big green machine Hulk, and it looks absolutely awesome. And we're gonna walk around and see what's going on new-wise with it. Hopefully there's all sorts of lighting, conduit, whatever there is, but hopefully some new developments with the big guy. Some of the conduit that we see over here has not changed. They still have the bags up at the very top right there. But as we had heard from our Universal blog that got posted this morning, the official Universal blog, Hulk has a bunch of new stuff coming. We're talking all sorts of stuff inside the launch tunnel. We have new lighting that is all over the place, and that's what that conduit is for. We told you guys it was going to be a lot of lighting, and sure enough, Universal has confirmed that Hulk is pretty much going to be glowing. So I cannot wait to see the light package for this. Inside the tunnel, there's going to be all sorts of LED light screens, new storyline, new trains. Again, those trains, if you have not seen them, are absolutely incredible. They have LED lights on the front of them. They have all sorts of new design. It looks very stealth, kind of like, I mean, very top secret, like aircraft. It looks awesome. So I highly suggest checking it out. And again, more of the conduit lines all over the place. In fact, here's some right here. So again, every single place where you see that, there's going to be some sort of lighting on this ride. It's going to be great, guys. Something to also point out is we have some couplings right here, which we've seen before, and these are for the nets. So we have one right there, and we have some over there. So this is going to cross over the pathway. It's to keep flying objects from hitting guests, of course, but it goes right over here. But it was expected we were going to get them. In fact, there's some more right over there. But they are starting to return. It won't be too much longer before we have the nets up. We'll let you know when that happens. Another look at all those lines going up the supports and the couplings as well. All right, so for the station area, we see some new steelwork right there, and that is for the entrance to the ride. But, like I said, in the video that Universal posted, we are gonna have an awesome looking entry right here. They are gonna reuse some of the original Hulk track, and they're gonna have a giant Hulk structure holding up a train So it looks like he is about to Hulk smash the coaster. So it's gonna look absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait to see it starting to form. All right, so check this out. Like we pointed out just a second ago, all that steel work, but check how it's actually going over the pathway right here. But again, totally redesigned, and there's a lot of new steel. Just like what we showed a couple seconds ago, here is a look at the new entry area, or at least part of it. And they have a lot of new steelwork that's in place, going over a pathway. But I'm very excited, like I said, to see what's going to be changing with this. The outside of the building looks good. All the scaffolding is gone. And they're going to start working on that track and train very soon, I would expect. All right, so something I did want to point out is check this out. We have a bracket right here on the track that has been welded to it. And I actually think, again, this is rumors, but they may have a sensor somewhere in this area. And as we can see, it connects to that conduit line. So imagine if, as you're going through the ride, you hit a proximity sensor and it changes the whole lighting package on the ride. So as you're going through the course, you hit different sensors, the lights change colors. It could be really interactive and neat. It's gonna be awesome, I think. But again, rumors, but seeing that on the track definitely has me wondering. Check out this awesome sight to see. That tunnel that we had in our last update is now in place, so it is covering the track, and guests are no longer able to throw stuff onto riders from that pathway, so that is at least new. Glad to see it. There is a barge in the water over here so that they can get access to some of the footers, since they are doing work again on all the conduit lines here. And pretty much everything else is just about the same. Nothing else has changed inside the area here for work-wise. We do have some paint bucket, looks like. So they may actually be doing some painting on some of the supports. In fact, actually, right there was an area where they had worked on it and welded. So I do believe that is repainted track right there. So that is a good sign. We have some other ones just down the way, like right there. See, it's not just finished. But I would assume that's what all those buckets are right there for. Because they're going to be repainting the entire structures wherever they had to do work. But that is pretty much going to do it for Hulk. We're going to walk over to Kong and see what's going on with that guy. Alright, so we're over here by Kong now, and I want to check out what's new. So let's go see. So check this out, guys. This is our first view of the mist or fog machines that are in place. As we can see, they're on right now. And we did see a vehicle test just a second ago through here. So they are doing some ride vehicle testing today. And I gotta say, the mist is actually kind of nice because it does cool down the area. It's kind of neat. It is rolling out into the pathway, as we can see right here. So when it's just the right wind speed, in just the right conditions, this whole area should be covered in fog and mist. It's going to be really awesome. In fact, let's zoom in right there. See, that's one of the nozzles right there. This is awesome looking though. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Even over here by the snack shop, we have more of those mist fogger things. And as one of our live viewers said in our video, it's mystifying. Ha ha. Looks a little creepy. I can only imagine at night what it's going to look like. And here we can actually see some of the spotlights are on right now. We have one there and one right over here. That one has been on before. But as we can see, it is still on, so they are doing something. We just saw a ride vehicle test just a second ago, and the last one was about maybe 3 minutes, so that tells us a couple different things. I believe they are using multiple vehicles on the track now, and we're getting that much closer to soft opening, guys. I really feel it could be any time. And literally, hopefully by the end of the week, we may have something, but soft opening, it's imminent, guys. It really is. And one other look at all that's going on the outside of the building here. Again, we can't really see too much because the walls are still up, Rumor has it though, those walls are going to be gone very soon, guys. So either pushed back completely or gone. But very soon, we'll see a big change here in the entrance for Kong.
Mr. Universal, tear down these walls. Kong smash.
I'm trying to come back in June, so if I come back in June.
Well guys, that is going to do it for another Universal Orlando Resort construction update. As we saw over at the other park, there was a lot going on with Jimmy Fallon. And of course we saw some new action with Fast and Furious. Toothsome Chocolate Emporium, the new name for it, and a lot of new steelwork for that as well. And then over here at Islands of Adventure, we had Hulk with some awesome stuff with the conduit lines, and we learned on the Universal blog that a whole bunch of neat stuff is coming, so I highly suggest checking that out. And then Kong had some fog on, we saw it testing, all sorts of neat stuff. Soft opening is imminent, I cannot wait. So we're gonna have more updates, guys. If you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and our YouTube page at Make a Madness, and I will see you out on the Midway. So we're at Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, and we ordered something absolutely incredible, and it is just about to come out. You have to see this. Look at this thing. That is beyond incredible.
Anything else?
Look at the size. It's about as big as my head. Let's go ahead and get a big old bite of this. Look at that cheese and everything. Amazing.